Oh, good evening, folks. So, what should I rant with today?
Anything to report?
I think maybe I will just rant about Fury Warriors, and specifically there's some talents. And I think this is actually more a problem with every warrior, not just Fury.
This is for you. Make
So,
take care of that. I don't think so.
we have several talent trees, or, our hero trees,
I
that
need to target something first.
kind of require that you take a thing. So, specifically, with Mountain Thane, you're pretty much going to have to take Avatar. Um, like you can see, Avatar of the Storm, cast Avatar, grants you 2 charges. If you take Ghost Slayer, you pretty much have to take Blade Storm. Last I checked, it's been a minute, but last I checked, people were skipping even taking Blade Storm just because it was underperforming in comparison to Avatar, which just seems like a problem, honestly. uh,
I must get closer.
Better take care of this.
I don't think so.
We'll let Valera, let's be honest. And there have been a few other talent trees that kind of do the same thing, where they would have to lock you into a talent. The easiest ones to point out to were Shadow Priest, where for Archon you would have to take
One moment.
Halo, and for Shadow Weaver you would have to take the Void Torrent. Yeah. But meanwhile, for good old Fury Warrior, so they had this same problem with Shadow Priest,
Precious gifts from
and
the
they
earth.
decided to solve it, and they solved it in a really elegant way. They just made this, your keystone talent, your starting a hero talent. They just made it the talent that was needed. You know, I think that was an excellent design choice, and it made a lot of sense, and it kind of freed up a point in the um, in the talent trees that could be put someplace else, and it just made a heck of a lot of sense, at least in my big dumb opinion.
Tasty. Now strike.
So why not do the same thing for good old Fury Warriors? Silly dog's trying to make her way through the couch. You know,
I wouldn't cross me if I were you.
very specifically, just go ahead and pop that Blade Storm onto
This is for you.
to Slayer, and then put Avatar right onto
I require a target.
to Mountain Thane. Now, I can understand somewhat why they'd be hesitant to it. Those particular talents have been with warriors for quite some time. And also there is a the spec in here of Arms Warriors, where Avatar has been used pretty significantly by Arms as well as the other talents.
I must get closer.
What? I was nowhere near that. That was evil. That was mean. Oh, cool. We need this guy.
Make haste.
So, you know, you're going to end up losing a cooldown either way.
I need to target something
If
first.
Avatar goes away and is just tied into the Mountain Thane tree.
Moment.
That being said, is that the worst thing in the world? I don't think so. I don't think it's that big a deal. It's one less thing to keep track of. And it gives them the ability to put a little more love into some of their other abilities. This.
Too quick to counter. Now strike.
Well, that was dumb of me. Someone's gonna have to avenge me in here. I'm playing poorly. It is past midnight, and I am old. So yes, if they can give us a way. Oh, for crying out loud, Valera. Well, I'm gonna let her kill these things. I'm helping. See, I'm helping.
My eyes on you. I don't have
So yeah, that ability that I just hit, that recklessness, that is actually a macro that does my recklessness and my add-ons. Okay. Macros. Yeah. That does both recklessness, avatar, and cast Odin's Fury because both recklessness and avatar are off the global cooldown. And they share not only the same cooldown, but they are both lowered in cooldown amount by, you know, the same thing. So they're always going to be together. Let's see if I can fight this thing without dying to full crap this time. Hey, look at that. I didn't stand in the thing that I wasn't standing in that the game decided to punish me for.
I require a target.
Now the thing about this idea though, and where it really doesn't work, is as we've seen from the rework of both Frost and Unholy DK, and also of Enhancement Shaman, when they rework them, they will keep some stuff the same, but for the most part, their main goal is to just rework everything. They go in and they change a lot of stuff around.
Too far away.
Valera, you son of a bitch. I gotta move out of this bullcrap again. But as far as just something they can do quickly,
My eyes on you.
they could easily, you know, just change stuff around a little bit, so that way we will end up with, you know, freeing up this talent point, put something else there, or, you know, honestly, they could just, well, for Fury, they'd need to put something else there, but for Prot and for Arms, they could just literally have them be the other hero talent if they wanted to keep that available to people. But this does lead into another two other rants. First rant, Bladestorm sucks.
One moment.
You can choose to believe otherwise.
One moment.
I get it. I get why people love it. It is pretty cool, and the whole idea of spend to win is neat. But the origins of Bladestorm are in Diablo 2. Doing spend to win barb, where you end up earning a bunch of rage, and then you just end up dumping that rage by uh, just spinning around in big old circles, doing big old circle dumb stuff. Well, not dumb stuff. I mean, it works for an action RPG. It works really, really well. The problem is that World of Warcraft, despite having such fluidity in all of the attacks and in gameplay, it is not an action RPG. It has very select things that you are doing from time to time, and from place to place, and how you're handling things. Good lord, I hope you all can hear that dog snoring. He is having the time of his life. So, Bladestorm just doesn't work. And beyond that too, it doesn't really work for another reason, which is it takes control slightly away from your character. I get that it is a root break and has some very strong uses in PvP and everything, but the damage is never there for it to really feel impactful, at least to me. I'm not really pressing my buttons while it's going on. I'm just sitting there spinning. If I wanted to watch my character do something while I wandered off and did something else for 2-3 seconds, I'd be playing a caster. It's... Oh, my poor gravestone. It's not a terrible ability. It does what it does, what it says on the tin, but when you remove it from the context of the action RPG space, it's just not that great. It loses something. It's not funneling health. It's not something where I could have my tank pulling the entire map for me, and I could be just zip-zapping around the whole damn thing and earning up so much rage while balancing the rage. Just, there's not as much there as you would think for the ability. It's just not great. You're not building your character around it. Okay, well, if he's there. Alrighty, how many lives do we got? We got 2 lives. Well, we have a very small chance of just screwing this up, so give me my knowledge points. Give me my map. Gonna be like Dora the Explorer here. Gonna call it my map. Oh, that's right, it's just a map. I was forgetting. I thought it was the one that summoned the guy. Oh, let's make sure. Yep, we're all good there. So, yes. Change the capstones. Really, Bladestorm is not a terrible thing, but it also doesn't make sense in many ways.
Too far away.
That.
I must get closer.
That. God, I love having gag order back, even if it's on something really pretty.
I'm out of range. I don't think so.
But, just give us a reason to change things around a little bit on warriors. Or not even to change things around, just make it make a little more sense. Free up a talent point, give us something else there. Um, you know, like I am totally fine with Reckless Abandon and Executioner Wrath being my only capstones here. Drop this. Just drop Avatar right there. We change over to Slayer rather than, you know, Slayer's dominance. Just go ahead and drop Bladestorm in there or something else, or just make Bladestorm a PvP talent. It's not that great. It's very boring. They can come up with something a little cooler. I mean, technically we already have something a little cooler with Odin's Fury. Even if Odin's Fury now is just, oh, a bleed and a bunch of damage. Used to be a little cooler. It used to be fire damage. At one point in time, they actually tried to turn warriors into, like, because they were having, like, problems with armor, I think. They were like, well, let's make it easier to tune warriors by giving them something that's going to change all of their damage to fire. It was it was wild times in Legion, I'm telling you. Okay, Assassin's Subtlety. Alrighty, Bountiful Heavy Trunk. Got an Amani Hanging Brazier. Battle Branch Souls here. Oh, that's fancy. Magnificent Strongbox. Hanging Dawnflower. Stonecrest. Let's get the Hidden Trove. Oh, that's a big upgrade right there. And another big upgrade, even if I'm not using it. Okay, let's see what this is going to do. Oh, entire average item level up. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see what's in the box. Okay, nice. And a champion haste. That's actually pretty good. I can use that for tanking probably. And there's all my curios. So yes, if they were to give Warrior a small redesign, go ahead and move those over and make Bladestorm more interesting. Honestly, I would really actually love them for Slayer to bring back Condemn or somehow figure out a way to bring Condemn back. Actually, where I'd really like Condemn is maybe drop this, or better yet, drop this. Drop Champion Spear. It's such a bad ability. It might have use. I'm sure there's some PvPer out there, but drop Champion Spear. Drop Condemn in there. I would much rather have Condemn than Stance Mastery. You know, I'd much rather have Condemn than Battlefield Commander, and I really like Battlefield Commander even if I wasn't using my Piercing Howl fast run. So, yeah, just you can drop Condemn in there. It's such a cooler ability. And in general, like, I don't think Warriors really do for a heavy rework. That's definitely Rogues, because Rogues have lost all class identity ages ago. Oh, we got a champion thing, and ooh, this actually makes sense. Let's sell all my junk. Let's see here. Sell that too. Hold on to for a minute. That will sell. Yeah, we're buying this. This is good. That's a pretty good trinket. And it's also fun to use on protection. Fury. Save Fury. Save Varus. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me how wrong I am and evil I am for daring to suggest that Bladestorm sucks. Just know that you are incorrect and Bladestorm does suck. Have a great night. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Bye.